Alright. Here I go again. What's going on, guys? Back again. PBF. Subscribe to the channel. Like the channel. I have my 2012 Buick Enclave all-wheel drive. This is the all-wheel drive. And the issue I was having, if you watch my two other videos, was with the fuel pump. I had to change my fuel pump. That went bad. The level of sending units was going bad on it. I was getting all kind of codes, FTP tank, FTP sensor, FTP, which is your fuel tank, whatever it is. So I had watched the videos on that. I changed them out and changed the pump out, changed out my evap canister, changed that out too. Watch the videos on that. Let me know what you think. But I'm still getting a flutter when I hit about anywhere from 40 to 70 miles an hour. The vehicle flutters and it shakes. So what I'm gonna do is show you why I'm about to change the high pressure fuel regulator out, and I'm gonna show you why. But instead of explaining it, I want to show it to you, so for anybody that doesn't understand, they can see why. I haven't seen a video for this yet for this Enclave, so I'm gonna show you why. And I'm gonna show you how to test it with the fuel pressure test kit and everything. I'm gonna show you how to do it with the gauge. So check me out. Sorry, I know I'm talking too long, but here's the vehicle right here. I'm gonna take off. I'm gonna take this off, which is this little intake hose here that goes to your throttle body, to your air filter. I'm gonna take this off right here in the middle. I'm gonna take this little hose off right here. You push that button right there, push it and pull up. It comes right off. That goes to, that's the fuel, that's your oil overflow tube. When the oil builds up in here, it comes up here, it comes back up the tube, goes back into the valve cover of the engine. So what happens is, a lot of times that oil build up on right on here on your throttle body. When that oil builds up on your throttle body, what happens is your flap moves either too fast or not moving fast enough, or it's not registering right. It would throw a code on your dashboard that states stability track. Whenever I had an issue with stability track, I take this off and there's oil in it every time, and I clean it, never see it again. But that's just one problem. There's multiple problems that can cause your stability track to come on, but that was my main issue with my stability track. So I'm using the screwdriver, just loosening the clamps. Take off this end first. It's always easy to take off this end first, and then take this end right here off. I'm one-handing it, guys. Give me a second. One-handing it. Once this comes off, just put that to the side. You need a 10 millimeter to take this cover off, because I want you to see everything. So this cover, which protects your high pressure regulator and the lines that go to the fuel rail, this is just a little protective cover. So we're gonna take that off. Give me a second. And guys, I've been ripping this truck apart for about a year and a half. Changing everything on the truck. Let me turn it this way. Let me see if you can see me. Sorry. I've been ripping everything apart in this truck for about a year and a half. And I love the truck. Don't get me wrong. Every vehicle you're going to have to work on it. People ask what vehicle is the best. There's no such thing. As long as it's mechanics involved, something's going to fail, something's going to go bad. Can't get away from it. So always have your tools ready. So let me get an extension. That'll just be too easy. Extension and a 10. And a 10. Okay. This is too easy. Sorry about that. Thought I had it in the tray. Sorry for the messy tray. Alright. One-handed it. 10 millimeter. I'm going to fast track this instead of using a ratchet. Alright. So, right there. See, I have it on there. And put this to the side. Take out this tin. that to the side. And usually I plug my bolts right up in here, right where that hole is, so they don't roll or fall. I'm gonna try to one hand this and take this off. There we go. And take this off. And it just comes right on out to the side. Pull it up. Pull it back over. Make sure you ain't ripping none of these hoses off when you do it. Put this to the side. Alright. Now. If you look right here. Let me put it this way so you can see. Right here, that is your high pressure fuel regulator right there. Now, a few other videos I have done right here. This is the end of your rail right here that you pull out when you're doing your fuel injectors. Last time I did a video on fuel injectors, I showed you guys when I pulled them out. Never dawned on me since I was already here to go ahead and change this because I didn't have no issues. I should have changed it. So what we're going to do is we're going to grab this test kit here because I want to show y'all before I rip everything apart. I'm going to show you why I'm doing this so you have a better understanding of what I'm doing. You know, it's like I'm working backwards because I got a... Alright, let me unrail this. Excuse me, I know the camera moving everywhere. I just got to unrail it. Alright. If you look in the back here, I'm going to show you this way. I'm going to point the other way. Right here. Right there. Where that little threaded stick-up point is. That's where you're going to attach this line in. Right here. I'm going to push it down. Pull this clip out. And I'm going to pop it right over it. Right? But before I do that, idiotic me. Sorry, guys. Alright. Don't forget to screw this on. Alright, hold on. Let me screw this on first. There it is. Make sure it's the right one. You got two different ones. Yep, you got two different ones, so always make sure you got the right one. Alright. And that is fuel, ladies and gentlemen. So, let me take this back off because that is not the right one. There's another one I am looking for. 1 second. It's a gold one. Somebody took it out the kit because that's not it. Alright, 1 second. I know that's not it because I used it yesterday. There's a gold one. Somebody took it. Instead of being silver like those two, it's gold. It goes down further. I needed the thread down further so when I push that clip on, fuel ain't spitting everywhere. That's how I know that's the wrong one. And somebody took it. This ain't it. 1 second, guys. If I can't find it, I come here to show you. I want to show it to you guys. Nah, this ain't it. Because the thread's down further. Nah, this ain't it. I know it's not it. And I don't have another kit. Shoot. Well, let me explain it to you. Shoot. I wanted to show you. I'm going to fire it up. Alright, from that point, right, when you have the right when you have the right attachment that threads on here, that's the wrong attachment. Trust me, it is. You thread it on, you push this in, push that down, clip it over, fire the vehicle up, right? After you put your hose back on. I got to put the hose back on. Fire the vehicle up. When you fire this vehicle up, right, I'm getting anywhere from 55 to 60, let me see. 55 to 60 PSI. So the needle will go all the way up to about 55, 60 PSI, right? The problem is, with your fuel, your needle's supposed to stay steady. Mine's just doing this. The needle on the gauge, the needle goes up to 55, 60 psi, and it's doing this. Really bad, fluttering, right and left, fluttering. When I hit the gas, depending on if I'm revving or if I'm at a light, it's going anywhere from 70, 75, jumping back down to 4. It's just all over. It's no way this is being regulated right. So that's how you know you have a problem. So what happens is when you're driving, the fuel is not regulated, it's sputtering. So your performance, your engine is doing the same thing. It's fluttering. So I wanted to show you guys that, but I somebody took the nod. Somebody took the little nozzle that's, I'm trying to, it's not in here. See me feeling around in there. It's not in there. Shoot. I want to show you guys so bad. I apologize, guys. I knew it was in here because I just used this the other day. And I actually drove around with this inside the car. As you can see how long it is. I drove around with it inside the car to watch it. And that's how I knew we had a regulation problem. So right here, right there, that's what we're going to change. Right there. So I'm going to disconnect the battery, take my fuel cap off, and get to getting. There's a plug on the bottom. Why am I showing you that one when I can show you this one? Alright. So I'm going to need both hands for it. And there's nowhere for me to put the camera, but I'm going to show you how easy it is. Here. 1 second, guys. There you go, right here. This is what I'm changing. Right here. Bring it over here so you can see it better. This is what I'm changing, and it sits like this. It's exactly how it's sitting right now. I'm holding it how it's sitting. It sits just like that. The plug is at the bottom. I'm gonna have to take that plug off. It's like you got your spring right here. It already comes with a gasket. And leaving the 2 caps on to the last minute. So I'll be disconnecting this hose line and this hose line. So I'm gonna put this back. I don't want dust or nothing to get up in there. I'm gonna put this right back in the bag. I'm not gonna leave it out until I'm ready to use it. So excuse me. Boom. All right. So that's what I'm gonna do, and it's right there. And I'll let you guys know once I fire it back up. It's not hard to do. 2 bolts that hold it on. Disconnecting the battery, disconnecting everything, letting pressure off the fuel tank. As a matter of fact, since I'm here, let me do that now. Leave that pressure that's sitting inside the tank. I'm gonna go to the other side in case you guys have never done it before and show you. Well, let me put my headlight on because I know it's going to be dark because I'm disconnecting the battery. Alright, here we go. Move my hose over. Alright, here we go. And your battery on my carpet. Out the way, your battery sits right there. So another torque bit, and of course you'll use the sockets, but I got a little torque bit. I don't think that was already sitting over there, so I'm gonna use that and turn it up straight. Sits right in there. Take your torque bit, Allen key, and just thread it out. Once you get up to a certain point, put this to the side, take this bolt. I always lay it right here in the middle out of the way. Take this out, lift up, and to the front. I'll make it easier if you move your front seat up. So move this front seat up, out the way. And get that to the side. Boom, battery. So I'm gonna disconnect. Oh yeah, sorry. for this here. So let me show you. This plastic housing, just pop it up, slides right out, and there go your whole battery. So I'm gonna disconnect both positive and negative. I technically don't have to, but I'm going to. Pop the red cover back right there and right there. And once you do that, all the power will go out, of course, but just to be safe, just to be extra safe, that's what I'm gonna do. And then I'm gonna come back over here and then just take all this stuff off. So there you go, guys. Give me a second. I'm gonna show you the results. Talk to you later.